What an absolute crazy week for Bitcoin. We've seen major pullbacks in price, but we've gotten some good news now that NVIDIA just came out with earnings yesterday and they beat expectations. Plus, we have a ton of economic data coming out today and tomorrow. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto and investing journey. We have a ton to talk about. NVIDIA earnings, they came back better than expected. We have initial claims, unemployment initial claims that literally just dropped like 10 minutes ago. Plus, we have the inflation PCE metric coming out tomorrow. We're going to talk about all on how this affects Bitcoin. Let's just get right into it. I respect your guys' time. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes just because I know you guys are busy, right? All right, let's share my screen here. I like this view a little bit better. Bitcoin right now, it's having a little pullback. We did get up to, what was it, 86,000? We've kind of been flirting between the high 85s, 86. So this is a nice little jump up compared to the bloodbath that we had yesterday. And it really felt like this. This wick, this is the 4-hour candles here. This wick felt like a liquidity steal here, right? It wicked down all the way to 82,000. And it really feels like market makers were just trying to steal liquidity there. We have been in a little bit of a free fall here, right? The past couple of weeks have been falling significantly. I think how Bitcoin reacts over the next day or so is really going to be on how PCE inflation data is, and that comes out tomorrow. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Guys, stay till the end of the video. I'm going to give you some of my predictions on where the Fed interest rate is and where QT is going to be. All right, Tyler hit the nail on the head here. Fear and greed index is now 10, which is extreme fear. He says last month it was 72. And these are nothing short of wild swings that can create opportunity for those who have conviction. So, right, if you bought your bags and you fully believed in the project, now is the time to hold on to those. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think Tyler really hits the nail on the head here. I'm just going to plug my Twitter. People have told me I don't talk about my Twitter enough. This is me, InvestWithDoc. I'm a MD physician working on my MBA right now. If you have any business inquiries, send them here. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, this is CoinGecko. The reason that I wanted to look at this was the 7-day chart. And we can see some projects have been hit pretty hard over the past 7 days. Bitcoin's down 11%, ETH down 14%. XRP down 17, Solana down almost 20% for the week. But I wanted to scroll down. Avalanche only down 6% for the week. You guys know I really like Avalanche. Sonic is one of the few projects who's doing really well, only down 3.4% for the week. I actually just did a video on Sonic. I'll put a card here somewhere in the middle of the video so you guys can check that out if you want. And then let's look at SEI. I hope I'm pronouncing that. They're actually up on the 7-week. I also did a video on them. I think this is up because there's rumors that, well, not rumors, Trump's family's World Liberty Financial, they're buying a ton of SEI. So I think that kind of is helping the price. I really do like this project well, and it's ranked number 80. So it has a ton of potential. Okay, this is probably why you guys are here, right? This is the inflation data. So NVIDIA, they crushed earnings, right? They beat EPS, which is also known as earnings per share. The expectation was 84, it came in at 89, and then their revenue grew as well. So the expectation for revenue was 38 billion. They came in just over 39 billion. And I was actually pretty surprised to see that they beat revenue, not because I don't believe in NVIDIA, but this estimate was so high, right? I felt like this was a pretty lofty goal. So exciting to see them beat estimates, because a lot of people were saying Bitcoin potentially may not have fared well if NVIDIA didn't do well on earnings. Maybe this is one of the reasons why we're seeing a nice little uptick here. Okay, so futures jump as good enough NVIDIA results reboot rally. I think there is something to that. This is the NVIDIA chart. They're having a little bit of an upswing here this morning in the after hours trading. We're going to follow them because I do think there is some correlation between NVIDIA and Bitcoin. Not going to spend a ton of time on this. I did an ICP video yesterday, which it's absolutely crushing. Appreciate your support there. In that video, we said that ICP needs to get above its 20-day moving average. It has. Let's see if it can hold that. Could be a potentially good trading opportunity. My BTCC link is down below. You get a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You can also earn up to an extra 10 racks in bonuses, lower trading fees, no KYC, no VPN. You can do up to 500x leverage as well. They are a partner of the channel, so if you use my link, it helps me out. Also, down below, free Discord link. I have nothing to sell you, absolutely. Again, completely free. We're building an awesome community here. I'm going to leave a link down below. Check it out. Okay, so ton of economic data this week. Initial claims is kind of the big one today, and PCE. This chart for me looks chaotic, right? There's so much data coming out. I really think this tweet is a lot cleaner, right? It kind of organizes things. So we talked about Wednesday. We had NVIDIA earnings. The Thursday, today, initial jobless claims just dropped, right? I think that's the most important data point for today. And then tomorrow, the big one is going to be PCE, which is inflation metric that the Fed really, really likes. Okay, so initial jobless claims. This came back worse than expected. I don't know why this guy used green dots. Ironically, the first comment is, bro, how are you choosing the colors of your dots? Because this is actually bad. So initial jobless claims is, for lack of a better term, people going up to the government and saying, hey, I don't have a job, right? And it's the first or initial time they're saying that. So the expectation was that there would be 222,000 people who are saying that. Previously, it was 220,000. So we were expecting it to go up a little. It came in at 242. This could lead to higher unemployment data, but this is only the front end of the equation, because the back end of the equation is people who didn't have a job, did they end up finding one? Hopefully that doesn't sound too confusing. I think the take home here is more people are saying that they don't have a job for the first time. They're kind of like letting the government know that. So we're going to track this. This isn't 100% unexpected, though, that this came in hotter than expected, because Doge, right? They're firing a bunch of federal employees. So I suspect that is the reason why this is a little bit higher than expected. Okay, 242 on the initial claims. Hasn't been this high since October of last year. So approximately the past like 4 months. So a little bit higher. This was the October number. It was, a little bit similar here. We're going to track this. I'm not entirely concerned about this just because of Doge and all the firing of the federal workers, but nonetheless, this could be a change in trend. So we're going to monitor it. That's why you guys subscribe to me, because I get you guys great information in a fast, timely manner. All right. This is the big one. Core PC index will come out Friday, and this is a major piece of information that the Fed uses to determine how inflation is doing. And if we look at the Federal Watch tool, the next FOMC meeting is on March 19th, okay? March 19th. There's a 97% chance that they do not cut rates. They keep it right where we are, which is 4.25 to 4.5%. Honestly, I don't think we're getting a cut anytime soon. If I had to guess, it would probably be, this summer, right? There's a 80% chance that we have at least one cut by June. Here's the thing. June's kind of a far ways out. These numbers change all the time. So let's just take it month by month. I think the big thing that folks are going to be watching this at this next upcoming FOMC meeting is actually do we stop the quantitative tightening, right? That's the real, I think, narrative or story that people should be looking at. So here we can see this is the federal balance sheet, right? It's currently at $6.78 trillion. The question becomes, do they continue to reduce the balance sheet? That is the definition of quantitative tightening. Do we continue to do that, or will we stop decreasing the balance sheet, put a pause on it? If we do that, I think that could signal to the market that, hey, bullish things are coming. I like this tweet by Alex Becker. I didn't hear no bell as he continues to buy more Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol. I know Becker, he kind of has a little bit of a comedic value to this, right? But I actually do think this could be a buying opportunity. Ultimately, though, we need to see what inflation data comes out at. This is the weekly chart here, and you can see it's not a super pretty weekly chart. The other thing that I wanted to show with you guys, this is me on YouTube, but I came out with a video a couple days ago. This video right here, or excuse me, this one indicator video. This video, I don't know why it's not getting a ton of views, but this is such a great video. It talks about global money supply and how this correlates with Bitcoin. Honestly, this is like, I think this is one of my most bullish videos that I've ever put out. It just does not get a ton of views. So I'm going to link that at the end screen because I do think there's like a lot of really good, valuable lessons in that. And I'm not just saying that because I want you guys to go watch it. I think there's legitimately something to be learned there. So I want to know, let me know down below in the video comments. Do you think Bitcoin bounces back here? Do you think the NVIDIA earnings are going to help? And where's inflation data going to go? Personally, I think we kind of swept the lows. We hit 83,000. I do think we still hit new all-time highs at the end of this year, but time will tell. Like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you got any value out of this video, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications so YouTube pushes more content like this to you, and I'll see you guys on my next video.